Ladies and gentlemen, fans of movies, let's talk some more about films. This time we're going to talk about Rogue One. First of all, don't shoot me now. I haven't seen Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and it's not in cinemas where I live anymore. So, don't shoot me. I will try and get a digital copy of it if it is good when I see it online. I'm going to decide whether I'm going to get a digital copy or not. First of all, let me set this, let me put down this particular statement so you understand where I'm coming from. Batman v Superman is the only movie of 2016 that I actually bought a digital copy of. And that should tell you how much I valued the movie and enjoyed it. And I actually like the ultimate cut more than the theatrical cut. Okay? I said it. I watched The Accountant. I didn't go into cinemas and see that one either, even though I wanted to, and that's because I didn't actually have the funds. I didn't actually have the time because I was working during the day, and also I didn't actually have the health to be able to go see that movie and appreciate it. Same thing happened with Rogue One, Star Wars story. So I may get a digital copy of it if it really is a good movie. I'm going to tell you, the last Star Wars movie, I didn't get no digital copy of it. So you can figure it. You really have to come good with Star Wars this time for me to get a digital copy. But nonetheless, Rogue One has grossed over $1 billion despite the detractors, despite the people trying to push negativity about the film. It has done that. And that makes it, again, one of those highest grossing Star Wars movies. And what's interesting is this year, we're going to have another Star Wars movie. It's going to be The Last Jedi. Episode 8, so that should be very interesting. Of course, I'm looking forward to any Star Wars movie. I will be looking forward to all Star Wars movies. I like what's happening with Star Wars Rebels right now, even though I'm not following it much because I have to work. So, in short, Rogue One is very interesting. Right now, when we're talking about weekends, this is what Rogue One has done. It's done double-digit figures for the last 5 weeks. So 5 weeks in a row, it was in double digits, now it's in single digits. And it reminds me of Suicide Squad and all of those other things. Pretty much, it really tumbled though. You can see it started here, and it dropped within the second week. Look at that. It went from 155 opening weekend. It was a long opening weekend. To the second week, it dropped to 96. Okay. Million, and the third week it dropped to 40. Well, it says 65 because it was a long weekend, so that's not too bad. But then in the fourth weekend it dropped from 65 to 22, which is ridiculous. Okay, that's a pretty big drop. And then it dropped to 13, and then it dropped to 16, which is not bad at all. And then it dropped again to 7. So if you look at it, Suicide Squad has performed, probably has better legs than it right now, okay, as we speak. But again, these are huge numbers that you're looking at. It's like $512 million, almost $513 million domestically. So that's absolutely wonderful. Internationally, it's crossed $1 billion, and in the foreign markets, it's close to $500 million. That's really good. That's really good, and it's again one of those high-ranking movies. So for 2017, which we're coming through to, I expect it to be either the number 1 or the number 2 movie of that year. As you know, for 2016, Batman v Superman was the number 1 movie for me, and in 2017, we'll see what happens. It's going to be between Star Wars and Justice League, I think. I know I'm going to like Justice League. I know I'm going to like Wonder Woman, so I'm not even worried about that. But I wanted to put out this movie because, I like all kinds of movies, okay? But, of course, I haven't seen Rogue One yet. Don't spoil the movie for me. Don't tell me anything in the comment section. I'm going to go see Rogue One. Not in the cinemas, obviously. I'm going to have to watch it online. And if it really is a good movie, I will purchase it for digital copy. As I said before, I didn't even purchase Suicide Squad as a digital copy. The only digital copy I have is Batman v Superman. I'm telling you guys, I love that movie. So it's really a fly in the face when other people try to sabotage it, personally for me, because I really love that movie. Man of Steel was the first Zack Snyder film I really loved. I watched Man of Steel like I don't know how many times I went to the cinema. I think it was 6 times to watch that movie. I watched it in IMAX about twice or 3 times. I watched Batman v Superman 10 times in the cinema. 10! And then on digital copy, I've been watching it like forever. And of course, my favorite cut is the second cut, not the theatrical, the other one. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Rogue One, I haven't seen it yet. I know you guys, I've been busy, man. I've been busy. Oh, one more thing. If you want to donate to this channel, just simply message me. Just send me a message on YouTube, and I'll tell you where to donate to me, because you'll be donating to me for making these videos. If you wish. I'm not saying you have to. Absolutely not. And so you can always donate. And the last thing is, stay tuned. I don't only talk about DCU movies. I talk about other movies as well that I think are interesting and that you may want to go see. So on that note, one more thing I want to say that has nothing to do with Rogue One, but it has to do with Wonder Woman. If the critics pan Wonder Woman, don't worry about it. The important thing is it a movie that is timely? Right now, feminism is seen as an evil thing. Women's rights is seen as a wrong thing. This could be a really pivotal point in time, bringing out this Wonder Woman movie, especially where the UN kicked her out as ambassador for the UN, showing the shift, the paradigm shift that happened in the world with the advent of Donald Trump and his win in the elections and all of that. So it's a kind of political thing going on. Don't worry about the critics bashing of the film. What's very important is that Wonder Woman is received by women worldwide. Now, if this film is successful, not critically, it doesn't need to be successful critically, but if it's successful in that it appeals to women, it appeals to humanity, it appeals to people, that is going to be critical, because Wonder Woman symbolizes feminism. So it will be critical in the movement, literally, of the world forward. This Wonder Woman movie literally kind of puts into play and hangs in the balance. It really is significant how world events will progress. There's a resistance right now. You saw all these women went and marched into Washington just recently here, and that's a political thing. And Wonder Woman really is kind of key, because, you know, I'm kind of sorry the UN kicked out Wonder Woman as an ambassador, because if this movie helps to capture this resistance to or backsliding and into chauvinism and into sexism, if it's somehow this movie is able to help people to see that, you know, this feminist sort of way of thinking at a certain degree is important and key to keeping a balance in community and society. If this movie gets somehow that point across to children and the next generations and so on, I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a pivotal piece of the struggle for women's rights. Okay? And I'm hoping that it does that. I don't care what the critics say. I don't care what Hollywood says. I really don't care about that. What I care about is that this piece, it's actually, Patty Jenkins is actually, and she's a female director. It's a woman. It's a woman director. And that's all. It's really important that people understand this is coming from a woman's perspective. So I'm really enthused. I'm really excited about how this film will help to formulate things. We've had a number of women in lead roles now in movies, but we've never had a movie that featured a woman hero in such a manner as Wonder Woman. And there's no other bigger woman hero than Wonder Woman, iconic superhero than Wonder Woman. So I am definitely looking forward to this movie, Wonder Woman, to see how this Patty Jenkins' vision and her understanding and her storytelling of Wonder Woman comes forward. And I hope that they just keep it linear. I hope that they keep it so that people can follow the movie, because this is really important. This movie is getting more significance based on the political climate in the world right now. All of these fascist leaders that are coming up. It's very important that we have a movie that can really centralize not just the feminist theme, but the humanity of people. Appeal to that. And if that movie is successful, you know, there's going to be a lot of forces to make sure that it fails. But if that movie is successful on that front, it's very important. It'll be a part, I'm telling you, it's going to be a part of history. Archival history, literally speaking. So, you know, it seems like a lot's riding on Wonder Woman, but it's because if this movie is successful in reaching people like that, it doesn't matter about the awards or whatever. People can trash the movie, whatever. It's important that and people in the industry can trash it, but at the end of the day, this movie is that kind of pivotal movie. So I'm really hoping that Patty Jenkins does an excellent job of that. And if she does, because the society is kind of changing, it's actually going backwards. It's moving into a society like Hitler, like Stalin, where there's this one oligarchic leader, and basically he's running the show and everybody has to praise him. It's almost like Saddam Hussein's regime that we're looking at right now with the United States of America with this guy called Donald Trump. People don't understand how serious this is. So the marches and the proactive nature and the politics that are going on here absolutely need to be in sync. They absolutely need to happen, because I don't really see Donald Trump doing anything positive for the American people. He's going to look to do things for a certain demographic of Americans to appease them, because he wants them as his loyal supporters to do his, let's put it this way, the alt-right, you know, the Reich movement that Hitler had, these hooligans and people who followed him and therefore murdered and had mass genocide of so many other people, and they killed the artists and they killed the people, and they formed this really hideous, ugly regime that was known as the Reich, you know. And then Stalin, who took many people and murdered them, killed people, had his KGB executing people and killing them on the down low, who resisted him. This is the kind of Gestapo regime you're looking at, and democracy will be no longer democracy. And you can see how corrupt these guys are. Trump already is corrupt. He has not cleared his stuff and put it in a trust. He has his children running his things. This is absolutely illegal. So I'm just saying, you guys, you're seeing what's going on in front of you, and there are people, soothsayers, smooth talkers, trying to twist it. They're trying to spin it so that it looks like Trump is a good guy. But you can see right now the writing's on the wall. It's very obvious, and for anyone who has half a brain, they know that they're trying to move from democracy to fascism. So it's very important you guys put up a resistance. Don't give this guy a chance to destroy the democracy you have. You need to resist now, and you need to resist firmly, and you need to resist immediately. I don't care if you're a Democrat, I don't care if you're a Republican, it doesn't really matter right now. You guys need to resist this guy, because he's not going to do anything good for you. It looked that way, but he's going to get you into this militarized system, and he's going to move off from democracy. He's already talking about America has carnage. He's saying America is filled with carnage because, not because he's trying to be realistic, because he's trying to convert America into a, not just a police state now, he's going to try and convert it into an empire for himself. So if you're so stupid not to understand what's going on, I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm just being straight up honest with you guys, okay? You guys have a great one.